This past weekend, I was doing an annual chore at my house. It's called aeration. I have this tool that I bought about 10 years ago that you hook to the hose and you go through the yard, and it's only got 2 prongs, and I have to push down through this hard Reno dirt and allow the water to run, and then once I see the sod coming up or I see the water coming out in a certain spot, I move that thing and I punch it in again. My 5-year-old granddaughter was over this weekend, and she was trying to help, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen, this 5-year-old trying to push this thing into the ground. But as I was watching this, and I must have punched it into the ground easily 500 times, just in one side of the yard, just to get the water to the roots, to lift the soil so that the grass will turn green. Because I have found, in the 11 years that I've lived in my house, those couple of springs where I feel kind of lazy, where I really want to avoid doing this project, that the grass comes up really thin, and it comes up brown, and it doesn't really fill in nicely. But those springs that I have the energy and the enthusiasm to do this, all of a sudden, within a matter of days, the grass turns beautifully green. It gets really full. In fact, probably by next weekend, I'll have to go to my second worst project, and that's to get the lawnmower ready. Now, why am I telling you that? My good friend Greg coined a phrase a long time ago called the ProNet Edge. What we provide you is the opportunity that your job search can either be, if you don't use it, brown, thin, dying. But if you do use the ProNet Edge, your grass, your job opportunities, your job search will be thick, full, green, to the point where you're going to have to mow those opportunities and select the one that you really want from a multitude of opportunities. Now, what do I mean by that? How many of you, and this is a rhetorical question, I don't want to embarrass anybody, so don't raise your hand even though you may be inclined to do so, because you really are an honest individual, are taking advantage of every tool that we offer here. 13 people, is that correct, are not fully vested?
13, yes, sir.
13 people are not advertising their wills, their abilities, their skills, their knowledge. 13 people. We only have 124 active members. That's better than 10%. If you don't want somebody to find you, don't put your mini bio online. It's really easy, okay? But if you don't want to take graduate classes, don't put your mini bio online. You can call it being tough love. You can call it whatever you damn well want to. I don't care. There is a requirement in this organization. I will force you into employment if that's what I got to do. I will push you through that damn door. I will yell, I will scream. For those of you who have hair, I will blow your hair back. For those of you who are bald, it will be just a nice, cool air going by. The key thing is, you have an obligation. You have an obligation to yourself. Tina, David, and I, our obligation is to you to ensure that you fulfill your obligation. Now, but if there's one variable, one fear, one concern, then I suggest you get your butts up, go over to that graduate book and sign up, because it's another tool that we're giving you to help you make yourself better at what you do. And what you do is job search. That's what we want you to be good at. We want you to walk in the room. You guys read the articles just like I do on the internet about hiring unemployed people and that they have fear and that they're scared and they lack confidence. Personally, I think that's a bunch of horse manure. Because I have a room here of people that have got incredible confidence in themselves. I see a room that emanates energy to a degree that it feels like the sun up here. Now prove me right. That's all I'm asking you to do. Prove me right. We offer graduate classes this month already. And what's today's date?
18.
The 18th? This month already, in the first 18 days of the month, we've offered 10 graduate classes. We have 6 more for this month. We have a CPR class scheduled just for ProNetters every Friday.
They need to take that.
If you don't take it by the end of this month, Join is taking over that room. So if you want your CPR, first aid, and AED certificates, I suggest you get up there and sign that book. Only 6 people can take it at a time. It's limited to the ability of the instructor to handle the hands-on evaluations. Another workshop for you. It's not for me, it's for you.
It's
It
terrific.
makes you more employable. It gives you an edge over everybody else that is competing for that position by which you are competing for. Remember, you guys can do this. I have full faith and confidence. Today we had 6 people announce that they got a job. We are going to far exceed the percentage of people who came in this month. And granted, it's our advantage, we only have 1 class this month. We're going to far exceed it. Here's a statistic for you. Since 1 July, we've had 180 people come in. Since 1 July, we've had 130 people get a job. According to the Department of Labor, the average American is looking for work for 9.275 months. At ProNet, it's 6.7 months. Tell me you don't have an edge. You have it. Take advantage of it. Kick ass, take names, and let me know that you're employed. Thank you.